Okay, so the way that you create your own slides is you got to go to the demo guide or the demo slides. You find this on page 2 of your training manual, right? You click on File, you select Make a copy of the entire presentation. Once you do that, you can put in your name. So Joaquin Demo Slides 2025, add it to your drive or whatever folder, and then make a copy. Okay, that's how you make your own copy. Now, when you make your own copy, you see how over here we were talking about it? It just goes straight there. So this is how you do your goal sharing slides. Okay, is it okay if I do it for you guys? Okay. So when I'm at the demo, okay, and I'm there and I'm done building my report, I'm gonna start off with this, okay? And this is how I start every single one of my presentations. Okay. So you guys are gonna see it in real time, and I'm gonna record it for you so you can watch it later. So who wants to role play with me? Can I borrow some people? Margarita? Okay, great. Joe?
Sure.
Awesome. Elijah, I want you to take some notes on this because you're gonna want to use this.
Okay.
So, hey, anyways, you know what, Margarita, Joe, thank you guys so much. I really feel like I can just talk your ear off the whole night, but I do want to make sure I respect your time today. Is it okay if we go ahead and get started?
Sure.
Yeah? Okay, great. Now, just before we get started, I do want to say something, okay? I'll warn you, most of the people, about 90% of the people that I see, they're not really in the market for high quality kitchenware. However, I am just going to tell you the honest truth here. 80% of the people that I do show, they end up getting some piece of Cutco, whether that's just a couple pieces, a full sets. They buy it as a gift for the New Year's, they buy early for the holidays, whatever it is, they pick up some Cutco just because of how awesome it is. So, you know what? Like I said on the phone, there is really no pressure to buy anything. Okay. But whether you're part of that 80% that chooses to buy or that 20% that's just being nice enough to help me out, my biggest goal is that you love me and Cutco enough just to recommend me to some kind friends and family. Does that seem fair, Mr. Jones? Yeah,
Yes.
that's cool. Okay, awesome. I'm ready to dig in. Are you guys ready? Sweet.
Yeah.
Take a look at this. So on our menu today, this is what we're going to cover. I'm going to tell you a little bit more about myself. I do have some big goals that I'm working for in the company, so I'll share you that. That way you know what we're going to go for as a team. And then we go straight into Cutco. And then at the very end, the same way that I'm seeing you guys, because I got referred by Elijah. Okay, I'm going to walk you through the referral process at the end today too. It can get a little bit confusing because we use an application now. We don't crush down trees anymore. Okay, but I'm going to make it super easy and really seamless for you guys. Okay, awesome. Let's hop into it. So, first off, did you guys get the chance to download this? It's the My Cutco Rep app.
Yes.
Yeah, you guys got it on your phone?
Got it
Okay,
on
could
my
you
phone.
take it out and then just put this in for the rep ID? If you didn't get it, you can always scan the QR codes. I made it really easy for you guys, but put in the rep ID. Just lets my manager know I'm not out running away. I'm just here, working.
Yeah.
Sweet. And then I'll give you guys our meeting code. A little bit more about the app. Here's why we use it. It's really safe, it's really easy, but this just proves to my manager that I'm actually doing the presentation today. So it helps me out, just letting them know because you don't see my manager here, which is awesome. With that too, there's also a spot for you to give me some feedback. So let's say by the end of the presentation, okay, at this point, you don't know if I'm lying or if I actually do know my stuff. So if I did really bad, please, I hope I lose my job by next week. But if I'm doing pretty good, hopefully they keep me around for another week, okay? And then lastly, like I mentioned, we are going to go through referrals at the very end. So it just makes the referral process super easy. Okay, so here's me. I graduated already from Mount Royal University. In my fourth year and my third year of university, I had an opportunity to do a internship, or I guess practicum is what they call it now, at University of Calgary and also the women's state team. So here's a couple of my action shots of me when I was on the wrestling team. You can see I'm the best looking guy on the mat. Aside from that, though, when I'm not at school, I'm usually here at the gym. I love going to the gym. I power lift a lot. Do you guys ever power lift or have you ever tried playing sports ever?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay, sweet. What kind of things did you do?
Uh, Volleyball.
Volleyball. Man, I love playing volleyball. Give it there. I used to be a setter actually. What
Um,
position did you play?
Libero.
Libero. Nice. We would have made a great team. Just two short guys keeping the ball up in the air, right? No, that's awesome. If you can't tell already, I am someone who likes to eat, right? I eat lots of stuff. I experiment lots. I play around with my girlfriend and her dog too. And aside from that, I'm usually fixing my car. I don't know why. I usually have car problems. Do you guys ever experience that? And have to pay insane amounts just to cover your car? No? Okay,
No.
sweet. Maybe that's just me. One of my biggest goals is to meet a really nice mechanic, one person who can take care of me. So in the referral process, if you guys know any great mechanics, please put them down there, okay? And then with that being said, if I'm not here, I'm usually just working super hard, which brings me to some of the goals that I wanted to hit. So of these five goals, the first one is just personal development. There's not a lot of young, good-looking guys like myself going after some big goals. So I am always trying to develop myself, get a little bit better, learn from other people that are older than me. And I guess number two, this should be my number one reason, but it's to support my dad. So he went legally blind about a decade and a bit ago. It was tough when I was first growing up, but I was 10 years old and I had to fill in some size 10 shoes. And so here I am now, kind of learning from his perspective. And it's just so insane. I mean, you guys are parents, right? You guys give up a lot for your kids?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, totally. I didn't realize that I took a lot of things for granted, but one of the coolest things about working with Vector and Cutco is that I get to learn from the perspective of the parents. And so, I know you guys are sitting on that side of the table, but I honestly feel like with my life experience, I've kind of seen that side too. Obviously, not as much as you guys. Obviously, you guys know it better than I do. But supporting my dad is always going to be number one. He's my biggest motivation. He's my bestest friend. And with that, I just graduated school too. So I've got about 70,000 I got to pay off from loans. I took an undergrad for medicine. So that's what I'm going to be studying in the future. So in medical school, it's about $115,000 over 4 years. It's a lot of money, huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you guys want to make it really easy, just write me a check for like 115,000 and I'll be good to go. Can you guys do that today? No? Okay, no worries. Not yet, not yet, not yet. But there's really cool thing. There's a scholarship race that I can enter to when I go back to school. I'm done school though, so I'm actually supporting a charity called the Foundation Fighting Blindness. As a company, we support Habitat for Humanity. So at the end, even though I said you don't have to buy anything today, but if you do, right, this is exactly where it's going to. It's going towards my dreams in the future. And then finally, I do want to develop a business one day. So it's always been an insight of mine. I study athletic therapy. I do plan to get my certification one day. So while I'm here right now, it's not even open yet. But I mean, you guys have been nice enough to help me out. I would love to be the person to help you out. What do you say in the future when I have the business open, up and running? I invite you guys for some treatment. How does that sound? Do you
Cool.
guys want to do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That's awesome. Do you guys have any names for the clinic too? Let me know. I don't want it to sound like a food court. But those are some of my big goals. Okay, we're gonna go after that as a team today. And now we're pretty much 75% of the way through. Now we're straight into Cutco. Okay. So have you guys ever heard about Cutco before? Is this kind of like the first time?
First time.
First time. Okay,
Yeah.
awesome. Boom. And I'm gonna go straight into my presentation. Okay. Okay. So that's how I like to do my